If you wait until April to think about your taxes, it's already too late. Because by the time you're sitting down with your CPA, the decisions that mattered have already been made. Revenue already happened, expenses already happened, payroll already ran, and guess what? Your structure already exists. What you're looking at in April isn't a tax strategy, it's a report card. Welcome back to the Heartbeat of Money. I'm Jon P. Moffitt, where we help business owners build clarity, alignment, and capital readiness so they have options, not pressure. In episode 1, we talked about clarity before capital. In episode 2, we talked about why AI doesn't fix chaos, it amplifies it. In episode 3, we talked about why being busy is not the same as being profitable. Today, we're going to talk about another place in business where business owners get surprised every single year, and that's their taxes. And here's the hard truth about taxes. Most business owners, they don't actually have a tax problem, they have a planning problem. Taxes are just the outcome of your business, how it's structured, how money flows, and how decisions are made throughout the year. But most owners treat taxes like a once-a-year event instead of an ongoing system. They hope that deductions will save them. Heck, some of them hope the CPA can work some type of magic. They hope next year will be different. But guess what? Hope's not a strategy, okay? And heading into 2026 with tighter enforcement, more data matching, more scrutiny on pass-through entities, payroll classifications, and deductions, the margins for casual planning is disappearing. So today is not about tax tricks, it's not about loopholes, and it's definitely not about waiting until April. This episode is about understanding how your business structure and your behavior creates your tax outcome. And once again, this is where AI can be incredibly helpful if you use it the right way. So inside of the same AI project you've been building since episode 1, here's what we're going to do. Do not start a new chat. Do not upload any new documents. We're still in observation mode, okay? So here's the first prompt that I want you to put in. Remember, these prompts will be in the body of the YouTube description so you can copy and paste them and use them at your leisure. But here's the first one. Type this in. Based on everything you know about my business so far, help me understand how my current business structure, revenue model, and compensation approach likely affects my tax exposure. Don't give me advice yet. Just explain how the structure creates the outcome. Because this prompt is about awareness, okay? Because most owners don't realize that entity choice, how they pay themselves, how profit is retained or distributed, and how expenses are categorized quietly shape their tax bill long before April ever arrives. Now, here's the second prompt I want you to use, okay? Type this in. Identify the types of business decisions that typically have the biggest tax impact during the year, such as your hiring or equipment purchase, compensation changes, or profit distributions, and explain why timing matters for these decisions. And this is where your clarity will start to deepen because taxes aren't driven by one big decision. They're driven by dozens of small ones made without a plan. Now, the third prompt is this, okay? Help me distinguish between tax preparation and tax planning in my context of my business. Identify where I appear to be reactive instead of proactive based on how my business operates. Now, this one is a little uncomfortable for a lot of people, okay? Because preparation looks backwards and planning looks forward. And most owners are very good at preparing, but rarely plan. So let's take a moment after reading those responses and just kind of sit on it for a minute and think about it. Don't judge yourself. Don't rush to fix anything. Just start to notice the patterns that are going on in your business, because here's the key truth of this episode, okay? Your tax bill is not a surprise. It's the result of your structure and decision over time. And once you see that clearly, something powerful starts to happen. You stop asking, how do I pay less for taxes this year? And you start asking, how should this business be built? That's when taxes stop being scary and start becoming predictable. And predictability creates options. Options to reinvest. You can have an option to restructure. Maybe you want to grow, or even the option to exit. So, in the next episode, we're going to talk about another area where owners feel pressure but rarely slow down enough to see clearly. And you know what that is? Their people. Why loyalty matters, but alignment matters even more, and how people decisions quietly shape your profitability, your culture, and the risk heading into 2026. Everything we talk about today ties back to what? Capital readiness. Having the clarity and the structure to grow, restructure, or exit on your own terms, not under pressure. And that's what we're building here. I'm your host, Jon P. Moffitt, and I want to thank you for tuning in to the Heartbeat of Money, where we focus on clarity and capital readiness. I'll see you in the next episode.